so to start off with, I'm just going to do a couple of coats of the Sally Hansen white on, just as a base, and then we'll stamp over that. So I'll go ahead and do that. Okay, so I'm back with my white nails done. I'm going to stamp using MM41 and this checkerboard pattern here. Just using the black Moyu. Today I'm going to use the guide template just so I have less cleanup to do. So I'll show you how that works on the way through. Okay, so this stamping's fairly straightforward. Using the black Moyu polish. Now, just going to put the guide on top. Straighten it up. And down and up like usual. And onto my nail. There we go, so that's one checkerboard nail done. You can see I've got a whole lot less cleanup than I would have otherwise, just using this guide to clean up. I'm going to go ahead and stamp all my other fingers, and then we'll be back to make the decal. Okay, I'm back. I've done all my little checkerboard nails onto the decal. So I'm just using the bridal nail plate BN02. And I'm using these rose design here, and to do the decal it's fairly straightforward. First thing we need to do is create it on our stamper. So I'm just painting over that big rose, not the little one, just the big one, and scraping away from it. And there we go, there's our rose design. I'll just scrape off anything we don't need, and we'll let that dry. In fact, it's probably dry by now. Now I'm filling it in with China Glaze Sun Up Top Down, beautiful vibrant yellow. The way I fill these in is I just use the back of, you can either do it on the back of a stamping plate if you've got one that's not backed, or you can use the back of the template. I can use the back of the template today. Just makes it easier to clean up afterwards because it just comes off with acetone. So we'll put out a few drops of this beautiful yellow, and I'm filling it in with a dotting tool, and I'm just using my rectangular stamper for this. So just picking it up and going over that rose. This is a fairly bold design, so it won't take me very long. I don't have fiddly bits to fill in, I'm just doing it all yellow. Because the yellow polish is really slightly sheer, I'm going to let it dry and then I'll put another coat on. And then when it's fully dry, we'll apply it to the nail. Okay, clean that up. Alrighty, I'm going to wait for that to dry. I'll do another coat and come back and show you how to apply it to your nail. Okay, so I'm back. I've done a few coats of this yellow polish. It's still a little bit sheer. I'm a bit concerned if I put that on my nails now that my black checkerboard's going to show through it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a white layer on there to act as that little bit of extra barrier to my black showing through it. So I just have some of that, more of that white Sally Hansen, and I'm very carefully just going to put a layer of that white over the top. There we go. I'm going to let that dry, come back, and we'll put it on the nail. Okay, so I've painted that white layer on because that yellow was still a bit too sheer. So my next step is last layer, and it's just a top coat layer. I'm just putting it on the edges because I've got a few layers already here. I don't really need to build up any depth there. I just need to extend the edges and make sure that they're not going to peel too badly. Okay, so that's a layer of top coat, mostly on this side of the design. I'll let that dry and then we'll apply it. Okay, so our decal has dried up, and I can just really easily pull it off the stamper just like that. And there's our beautiful yellow rose. Okay, so to apply it to my finger, this one, I'm just going to put a coat of top coat on it, and then I'm going to let it dry until it's tacky, and that will help the decal adhere to the nail. Okay, so we just wait. For a while. Not quite dry yet. Needs to be almost dry, but just still a little bit sticky enough to keep that on top of it. Okay, so I think we're there now. So I'm just going to put that on top. Press it down. I want to be very careful I don't disturb the underneath polish. And what I can do is with a little brush, I'm just going to go around and kind of melt that onto it and clean up at the same time. Okay, and the tip I can either cut down with a scissors. There we go. I'm just working my way around. The other option for getting it off is literally just to melt it down with the brush, because it's pure polish, so it's going to melt down. So that's sticking up a little bit. What I'm going to do is just straighten it out a little bit by pushing down on it with the stamper. There we go. It's just melting off. So we're done. I'm going to tidy that up and we'll take some photographs. Thanks for watching.